So this past week, I went to California, Los Angeles area, and as I normally do when I go on vacation, I'm going to tell you about what I did there. So right here is a pier, which I did visit, and I'll get to that later. But then down here is a beach, which I also visited, but I'm not going to get to that later. That's just something I did in a couple days. We also then saw this street performer with these yo-yos, who's pretty good, as you can see with these couple yo-yos here. And then I also went on the Warner Brothers studio tour. Now, technically, I wasn't supposed to take video, so if anyone asks that I didn't take video, I just took 30 pictures a second and then strung them together. That back there was this kind of leaf wall thing that they used to block off other parts of the studio, so you could kind of have a complete set, which is neat. Now, I'm not going to be able to explain all the parts of it, because I don't actually remember it, but this here was actually from Jurassic Park, with just Goldblum and the Jeep and the T-Rex chasing them when it's like, must go faster, and that's where that was actually filmed, which is pretty neat. But in general, I'm not going to be able to explain all the parts of the studio, because I don't actually remember all of it. But this here is the Bridge Building, which, as the name implies, is a building that's also a bridge. And then over here is the Warner Brothers television station, where, they make TV shows, kind of the headquarters for it. Here's the outside area, which they used in Ocean's 13 for like the casino, which was neat. But what's cool is that every inch of the whole studio is supposed to be filmable. So anything they want to film is supposed to be used for that, which is just really cool. But then over there is the Warner Brothers water tower, which as a joke is where Wacko, Yakko, and Dot retired, which is kind of funny. And then over here we have Gotham City / Chicago, which is cool. And here's the actual RC tumbler, which was used in Batman Begins. And usually they used an RC, but it's bigger than I thought. But then also the surrounding area, these are just costumes from Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. They had the older 4 Batman movies, but I wasn't watching the video, so I just got the Nolan films, which I think are a bit cooler. But here's the actual Batman suit, and then Batman masks from all the movies. But now we're back out into the rest of the sets. I'll just kind of see around. That's actually where they make sets. And here's the Mystery Machine Force, and then the tumblers, the camo one, and the actual, official tumbler. And then the Batpod here, as well as then this Batman statue over here. We also went to then see a Conan show, which aired Monday, July 12th, if you want to see it. So that was cool. And then we saw the Hollywood sign, of course, because, you gotta see that. Now getting to the pier, we did go on this carousel, which was fun, and then there's also here then the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel, which I didn't go on, but we did get to kind of just check this out and check out the rest of the pier, and this crane, because hey, cranes are cool. But then, while this pier is showing, we also did tour SpaceX, which I of course didn't get video of, because that's international secret stuff thing, I'd be arrested, so I didn't even try with that, so I just got the outside of the building. But inside we did get a tour to kind of show, how they built the Dragons, which are their rockets, which I just thought was really cool, because I love space. But we also did a tour. See, here's the Dunphy's house and Mitch and Cam's house from Modern Family. Got to see those, which is cool. We also went to the Tartar Pits, or the La Brea Tar Pits, which this is one of the tar pits here. And then they also had this kind of enclosed forest exhibit here, which we didn't go in because we had to pay for it if we went in. But it's kind of cool just to see it. It's kind of this enclosed foresty area. And then here's an actual active excavation dig, which we got to see how they drain the tar, as well as some of the actual fossils, which I zoom in on here. Those are actual fossils, which I just think is really cool. Then we also went to the nearby art exhibit, which we just saw some of the outside exhibits, like that big heavy rock and these art things. And then all these street lamps, which I'm told is supposed to be really cool at night, but we didn't go here at night, so just I guess here they are during the day. Also nearby were these original sections of the Berlin Wall, and then these 4 sections down here at the end have original artwork from the Berlin Wall, which was really cool. And then another thing during that day, we went to Griffith Park and saw the Hollywood sign again, the surrounding Los Angeles landscape, and then as I wait for the slow pan to continue, we also saw the actual, come on, pan, there we go, Griffith Observatory. There we go. Which of course we checked out more in depth. Like here's actually one of the telescopes they use, which I didn't get to actually touch or anything, but I got to see the outside of, which is pretty cool. And then here we have the universe as it looks from radio, microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and then gamma here at the end. It's kind of hard to read, so I'll just write them for you. But that's what the universe looks like through each of those spectrums. Here's then this big pendulum, which as the Earth rotates, it kind of moves along and knocks over those domino-like things, which is really cool. And then this here is kind of a scale representation of the age of the universe. So that a big flash picture with all the stars down there was kind of the Big Bang, where the universe supposedly started about 13.7 billion years ago. Supposedly is a whole scientific thing I'm not going to get into now. We'll just say that's where it started. And then just going along pretty much at a constant speed kind of gives you an idea of the scale of the universe. I know it's long, but still, I'm going to go through all of it so you get just an idea just how old the universe is. Just keep going along. Not a whole lot happening, at least not that we necessarily care about. But wait, I think this is like 10 billion years in, maybe the formation of our galaxy. There's our solar system. And then here we have 3 billion years ago, life. Yeah, and then keep going on. And then just at the end, we have mammals, and then other fancy things. And then right at the very end, we have us going to the moon, our galactic footprint. Then we have the planets, which I think were Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter. Then we have Mars, Earth, Venus, and then Mercury there at the end. We then have this fancy telescope thing here, which is cool. And then we also went to Hollywood Boulevard to see all the stars. I didn't get video of all the stars because there were a lot of them, but I did get Sigourney Weaver because, hey, alien movies, and I mean, you guys should know I like those. And then we also went to the Marine Aquarium Zoos exhibit. Saw actual live sand dollars there. This eel thing, these sea fish, these other regular fish, and then these other things sticking to the tank, which I don't actually remember what they are. This sea slug here. These jellyfish. Gotta love those polyps. This shark. Don't remember the type of shark there. But then also down at the bottom I have this eel, because I kind of like the snaky-like things. These then sea lions just swimming past. And then this sawfish shark, which is actually endangered, so that was really cool to see. And then this zebra shark named Fern, which I'll get back to later. And then we also saw this representation of what it would be like if it rained in California. Which is actually interesting, it did actually rain while I was there. Penguins, but that was just a joke about it raining. Then we also have manta rays over here, and then whatever that thing in the back was. I don't know what it was, but it looked cool. And then we over have rainbow trout. And then we have this kind of marine doctor's office thing to kind of operate on the life if they need it. This long-legged bird, and this very torrential wave pool, which the fish seem to like nevertheless. This then red octopus over here, which was cool and facehugger-like. This then fake carcass of a whale that shrimp lived in. These then sea vent things, which are normally at the bottom of the ocean. But the special thing about this, this is also a sea snake, which is highly poisonous, which I thought was cool. And then these leaf fish things. But anyways, as I was saying, the special thing about this tour, because here is the actual fish they use to feed, the fish in the pool. And here's scuba gear, because the special thing about this tour was we got to see the behind the scenes, and kind of, how they did things. We did get to put a wetsuit on and actually feed some sharks, which I'll get to a bit later. But right here are kind of incubation pools to get them, kind of used to water with other creatures. Here's then the big aquarium, or I guess aquarium, I don't know if that's the word. But anyways, the place where they have kind of pretty much all the other fish, so it's kind of cool just to see the top of it, mainly because I've never seen that before, and also because it looked industrial. And I like industrial. Then we have over here we have shark eggs, because kind of baby sharks. And then over here we have toddler sharks, or maybe not toddler sharks, because that's probably more of a toddler shark up there. Then we have these walking sharks, because they have very strong pectoral fins. And we have this kitchen where we actually helped to prepare some food, which is cool. And then all these kind of regulation pipes to kind of keep the water clean and whatnot. which of course I got video of. And then here we actually fed the sharks. I don't know what type of sharks these are, unfortunately. Well, we got to feed them all, and he's like full grown. But then here's the big fern, the zebra shark that I mentioned earlier. So we actually got to go in and feed her and kind of walk with her, which of course she didn't bite us, but it was still really cool. But nevertheless, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and see ya.